Trekcast.
The galaxy's most unpredictable Star Trek podcast.
Reports of my demise have been greatly exaggerated. Hello and welcome to Trekcast, the galaxy's most unpredictable Star Trek podcast. I am one of your hosts, Danceler Lombardo. With me, as always, Daniel Reyes.
That's
and
right.
And the other guy. The other guy.
Well,
the other guy's
Grizzly
here too.
Adams over there.
Grizzly Adams.
Yeah.
I didn't know guest hosts were allowed to do the intro.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow.
We've been letting you do it, so I mean,
Wow.
clearly anybody can do it.
Starting the new year like that with bitterness.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
How you feeling, buddy?
Yeah, there was a week there where I just lived on the couch. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad. Yeah.
That's not good.
Rona, flu.
It was so-
what do you think you had?
It was flu. It was flu A. It was flu
Okay.
A. So it was the real deal.
Not the bird flu.
Not the bird flu. Not the robot bird flu. None of that.
Okay, good.
It was flu A. I mean,
Yeah.
Good old-fashioned flu.
I had Pluto on Star Trek on like heavy rotation.
Yeah.
And it got to the point. I know you guys are gonna pull my Star Trek card.
Oh no.
I got tired of watching Star Trek. That's that's how long I was on the couch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
I mean, it didn't last long. It passed after a while. I also watched
You were sick.
Yeah, I also rewatched season 1 of Strange New Worlds. So I mean, there was some good came out of this.
Okay.
Okay.
But,
Nice.
but yeah, it was rough. It was
Wow.
rough. Still
All right.
recovering, but I feel 1,000% better than I did a week ago. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're over the worst of it. So
Me
Yeah,
too.
Thank you.
Me too.
Thank you.
yeah.
We should let the audience know we weren't able to do a show last week. We had all sorts of internet issues, and Dan was sick, and so we have two main topics today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
So I think the Chinese hacked the Trekcast server. They came in through your TikTok.
they did.
And
Yes.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So but your guy got that all squared away.
That's right. Yeah. Right. The guy
Okay.
came
All
over
right.
and he
Okay.
fixed
All right.
it. So yeah.
All right.
We're
Good.
Well,
all
ever
good
since
to
the
go now.
TikTok ban, his internet's working. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're safe. Allegedly. Although there's some chicanery afoot. With the awards, the voting may be compromised. We'll have to talk about
Really?
that when we get to
Really?
Uh-oh.
Really? Interesting.
Interesting
I'm-
indeed.
I'm surprised to hear that.
What?
Shocked, I would say. But we shall
I'm
see.
a little curious myself.
Oh, look who's
Yeah.
turning red. Look who's turning red. As we talk about it. Yeah. Oh, weird. Yes, Russia might be into it. We don't know. That's what they're like. We're gonna interfere in some little podcasts, little awards. That's what we'll do. Amazing.
That's great.
All right. Well, should we get to it?
I can't wait.
We got so many things to get through. So
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Star Trek news.
All right. So our first news story comes to us from Screen Rant. And I thought this was really funny. So apparently they are calling Michelle Yeoh the Janeway of Star Trek movies. And
Okay.
I thought this was ridiculous. Plus the Section 31 movies around the corner. So they call her the Janeway because she's the first woman-led film. So just like Janeway was the first. Yeah. It is a giant stretch to do this.
Wow.
This is essentially a made-for-TV movie.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But whatever, it's fine.
Exactly.
People got to put labels on everything to.
Yeah. I know.
Whatever.
I just thought it was dumb. So I was like,
Yeah.
all right. The movie's coming up. We'll just share that real quick. And
Yeah.
there you go. Our next news story comes to us from AV Club. Scott had asked about this our last episode. What's up with the Paramount merger? And so I got an update. I got an update for you.
We
Very
need
curious.
we need a bumper and a jingle to lead into all these stories, like a slogan. What's up with the Mount or something?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Get off the mount or get on the mount.
Yeah.
Down up something. Yeah. So apparently the lawsuit right now is kind of, or the merger's kind of in a holding pattern, right? And one of the reasons is there is a current lawsuit between Donald Trump and CBS News, which CBS News is owned by Paramount. So that
Mhm.
lawsuit's going.
Wait,
So
who are they merging with again?
Well, it would be
Donald Trump. They're merging with
Yes,
Donald
finally.
Trump. They're going to become
Finally.
one entity to control
That's right.
everything. They're going to
That's
take over. It's going to be Paramount, then it's going to be Greenland, then the Panama Canal,
Yeah.
then the world.
Yes. No. They're merging with Skydance Media. Is what it's
Okay.
looking like. So.
Okay.
And it's possible that the FCC might fight that merger because they don't like too many giant corporations, whatever.
The
And
FCC won't let them be.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Anyways, so the thought is if they settle the lawsuit with Trump, then once he's in office, maybe things will go a little bit smoother. And
What
they
is
can
the
have-
Trump lawsuit? What is that about?
It's I guess he was suing CBS News for slander or what is the
Libel?
Libel,
Yeah. I don't know the particulars on it offhand. I
Okay.
didn't look
All
into it, but I think he had a similar one with ABC News, right? With Stephanopoulos, and they settled that one out of court.
Yeah.
Well, if he sues every news agency that talks crap about him, then
Yeah, I think that's basically
he's going to
what it
spend a
is.
fortune in lawyer fees.
Yeah, but the crap you talk about him's got to be the right crap. You
Right,
can't just make shit up.
right.
That's the thing. That's
Yeah.
the problem. But anyway,
So yeah, so
yeah,
there's
that's true.
plenty of legitimate stuff to report on this guy.
Yeah.
You don't have to make stuff up.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. So whatever. So once that gets settled, the thought is they'll get their merger, and we'll have a Paramount Skydance studio that will be looking for money. So
Sure.
yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
So there's that one.
What's up with the
Uh,
Mount?
I will make a bumper. It's getting to that point, man.
What's up with the mount? Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Our next news story comes to us from Brick Fanatics, and still more rumors about the Star Trek Legos. This time, the GWPs. Curious, do you guys know what GWP means?
No.
No.
Okay, I had to look it up too because I was like, "The hell is this?" It's gift with purchase. So when the idea is, I guess on Black Friday, Lego will announce like giant sets that are available that Black Friday, and if you buy them at certain stores, you get an extra gift with a purchase, like either a smaller little set, like a few pieces, or a minifigure, whatever it is, right?
Okay.
So the rumored GWP for the giant Enterprise D that they're going to be allegedly selling at Black Friday will be an exclusive Ensign Row minifigure. It will be in limited quantities, so if you get the D on Black Friday, you might get some Row as well.
Okay.
Mm.
Little
Yeah.
out of left field, but yeah.
Yeah, it's rumors, right? It could be wild speculation somebody made up and has no basis in reality. So massive grain of salt. But
Yeah. Okay. Well,
if you do a gift with purchase, what would you want it to be?
Here's the thing with Legos, and maybe this is an unpopular opinion, but my least favorite thing about Legos is the minifigures.
Okay.
They're so outdated,
Yeah.
and they don't look anything like a person.
Right.
I don't know. I don't.
Dan wants anatomically correct Lego
right.
figures.
55
You hear
points
us,
of
Lego?
articulation.
I'm just saying the Lego minifigure was designed in 1975 or whatever,
Right.
and the basic construction hasn't changed since then, and they're very limited by that.
Are you also still pissed it's a Slinky?
Alejandro, are we live this time? Yes, we are live, buddy. You know, my nephews and niece are obsessed with Lego, and they love the minifigures.
Yeah, okay.
That is their thing. So I don't
just
know.
My opinion.
Yeah,
I guess I don't have any strong feelings one way or the other. I mean,
yeah.
I guess they just are what they are.
That's true. They are just toys. So whatever. Well,
how would you change them, Dan?
Ab crunch?
Would you like redesign them or
if you look at the Mega Bloks figures, you know, they're much more detailed, and they can fit in all the vehicles the same way. I just think that's a superior figure. That's all.
Okay.
All right.
I
Jeff,
dig it.
it's Lego with wieners. Oh my god.
That's fine. Lego with wieners. You got it.
Lego with wieners.
All right.
Someone's always got to take it there.
Yep.
Everybody wants the D, baby.
Everybody wants the D.
Yeah. And then our last news story comes to us from Trek Central. And Strange New Worlds Season 4 has entered pre-production. So there is a good chance they will be shooting Strange New Worlds Season 4 this year for release for next year. Season 3 will be released this year. Shooting season. Yeah, so I just thought that was kind of cool.
That's good news.
That's good news.
Yeah.
It is and it isn't. If they make some mistakes with Season 3,
right,
there's no time to course correct.
Right.
That's true. Yeah.
Right. That's the one thing. So
yeah,
but there we go. So that is the news stories.
All right.
We should get to the main topics because we have so many of them.
Oh,
first, we're going to do the awards, and then we'll do the predictions. So
fun will now commence.
All right. So we've got our big awards. The voting lasted for 2 weeks. Our Trekcast Star Trek Awards for the year of 2024. But, you know, the announcements are now today. So we'll just go through them one at a time, and we can react to them. So we'll go. We're going to save a certain one for the end, because that's the one that has the most voting, I would say, interest in
tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery, indeed.
I like voting interest.
Yes, yes. So, first category, best finale. The nominees were Discovery, Lower Decks, and Prodigy, because all three shows ended this year. And the winner, far and away, with one of the biggest biggest disparities between them all, was Lower Decks was the best finale. So,
Ta-da.
You guys agree with that?
Yeah.
I mean, you had a show that pretty much everybody loved up against two shows that not everybody loved. So
there you go. Yeah,
Mm.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
A show that everybody kind of didn't like and a show that everybody didn't watch.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Our next category was best story arc. Our nominees were the Space Rifts and Lower Decks, Boimler's Pad in Lower Decks, the Puzzle Quest on Discovery, and Saving Chakotay on Prodigy. This was interesting because there's only 4 vote difference between the winner and the next one down. But the winner, far and away, was the Puzzle Quest on Discovery.
What?
Yeah. It won.
Okay, that's a surprising one.
That won. So
No, it's not surprising. The person who stuffed the ballot box also stuffed it elsewhere to throw people off the trail. But go ahead. It's fine.
okay. The next category is best beard, but we're gonna wait on that one. Let's go to the next one down, which is best character moments. All right. So we had a few nominees. This is our biggest category. We had 5 nominees. We had Taylin building the shuttlecraft on Lower Decks. We had Michael in the library on Disco, which sounds like Clue to me. We had the kids maturing in Prodigy, Rutherford's implants on Lower Decks, and Saru's wedding on Discovery. The winner, far and away, again, Discovery, Michael in the library. Yeah. Yeah.
Really? Wow,
Really?
that's surprising too.
Hey.
Oh, that's surprising. I'm surprised by the.
Wait, what are you talking
When I
about?
stuffed the ballot. I'm really so
What are you
surprised.
What is this? What is this? I feel like
Hey,
I'm being
man.
attacked.
The internet, we did not distinguish who could vote. People were able to vote. So
Yep.
these
Yep.
are the results we got.
Yep.
This is democracy.
Vote early, vote often.
Apparently they did.
Mm,
Apparently they did. Well, we'll talk about that.
mhm.
All right. Next is best cameo or guest star. We had Commander Danon on Discovery, Purple Data on Lower Decks, and Wesley Crusher on Prodigy. And I am surprised by this one. The winner, once again sweeping the awards, Discovery, Captain Danon. I'm not even joking. Like she beat
I
Purple
did
Data by 1 point.
really. I did like her.
Yeah.
That one doesn't surprise me.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's a Discovery wave. Alejandro. I mean, they're tearing it up, baby. They are tearing it up. Next is the most anticipated Star Trek of 2025. So we had either Section 31, Academy, Strange New Worlds, or a potential legacy announcement. We all thought this was going to go one way, but we were fooled. Section 31 is the winner.
All right. Okay. Well,
Mhm.
I will
okay.
I will post this screenshot so everyone can see these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
Are you serious?
Something's a little off here.
Hey,
Mm.
we will get to the most off category in a minute.
And I get a feeling. You guys have a feeling about that, but I don't think you're completely right.
My
Oh,
get my feelings about your feelings. Go ahead. Continue.
All right.
Yeah.
Next is best starship. We had the Cerritos as not a nominee, the Discovery, Prodigy, Voyager, the Voyager on Disco, the Klingon sailing ship on Lower Decks, that one little ship that popped up for a half second,
Right.
SS Cerritos. And the winner, far and away, continuing the sweep, was the Voyager on Disco. So this is ridiculous. Yeah. Scott's face just right now. I don't know who did these votes.
Mm.
And then our last one. Well,
I'm looking forward to telling you what my vote was, or my votes for
You
each category,
vote.
obviously. One
All
vote
right.
per category.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah,
Best
yeah.
snack to
One,
watch
one,
Star
one, one man, one vote, right?
That's right. That's right.
And
Unless
last
they
but
vote
not
again and
least-
again and again.
What?
One IP address, one vote is really how it's
Mhm.
turned out to be. All right. Best snacks to watch Star Trek. The nominees were popcorn, chips and salsa, hot dogs, the best sandwich, sunflower seeds, or French fries dipped in ice cream. This was going one way for a long time. And then I didn't check it for a few days. And then something happened. I went to sleep and I woke up and the voting changed. And now we're at popcorn as the winner.
All right.
All right.
You know.
Yeah.
Chips and salsa was leading for a long time.
Okay.
But now the most disputed topic. The one with the biggest winner. Far and away the most votes for.
I wouldn't use
for
the
this-
word disputed.
Oh, wow. Best beard. Our nominees were Boimler, Admiral Vance in Discovery, Rutherford in Lower Decks, Wesley Crusher on Prodigy, Scott on Star Trek, Dr. Colbert on Discovery, Dr. Mbega from Strange New Worlds, or Dan from Trekcast. And the winner, far and away, with 56.7% of the votes, Scott Strongbeard Bowders. Wow.
I had
Wow.
no idea. Wow.
What do you mean you had no idea?
I have no. I had nothing prepared.
To my supporters,
wow.
I will say, continue to fight.
That's
Fight.
right. That's
We
right.
will march peacefully to the Capitol
That's
and
right.
make them aware of how we feel.
Where's the Capital Trekcast?
I would just like to say thank you to all my fans and supporters out there, and to all the naysayers.
God, he's got a speech.
I would like to say that you're all pataks.
Wow.
Wow.
Jazz was demanding a recount here.
Wow. That's fine. That's fine. I'll be back
They like
in 4
me.
years.
They really like me.
I'll be back in 4 years.
How many times did you vote for yourself, Scott?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh, wow.
I plead the. I declined to answer the question.
You're welcome.
As
Your
the
wife just sold you out. You're welcome.
No, she just sold herself out.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure she voted more than I did.
You voted for Dan, according to... No, I'm just kidding.
Scott's making dinner every night for the next 2 weeks. Well, there's actually one more category.
What's that?
This is the Trekcast Lifetime Achievement Award.
Oh, okay.
And there really was no voting.
Mm.
You just have to look at the numbers.
Yeah.
For the most Trekcast appearances.
Mm.
And really, I mean, there's one person who stands out. He's kind of like the Michael Dorn of Trekcast. And it's Daniel Reyes, everyone.
What?
Daniel Reyes with the Trekcast Lifetime Achievement Award. I mean, when you're
I
not
agree.
here, there's no show.
That's
If
true.
I'm not here,
I
there's
agree.
a show without me. If Scott's not here, there's a show without him.
Yeah.
Yep.
When Chad was here, sometimes there'd be a show just you and Chad. Sometimes there'd be a show just me and you without Chad.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever a show without you. So
Nope.
you
Yep.
are the recipient of the 2024 Trekcast
Oh,
Lifetime
wow.
Achievement Award.
This is
The
so
trophy's in the mail.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just watch for it. It'll get there. Just
Okay.
watch for it.
Perfect. I'll watch for it.
I couldn't agree more.
So much.
If you want to say a few words, you have the floor. I mean, you always have the floor. The mic is yours.
I guess.
But,
Yeah. Wow. I did not expect this. That's really kind of you. I'm sorry about my internet last week, but I'm glad we have a show now, and the internet is very functional. We tied together the twine, and the tin cans are working here, so we're good. We're good.
Good.
All right. So yeah, I will be posting screenshots of the awards so people can rummage through the data, see if they can find where the errors were put.
Yeah, we're gonna need those for the congressional hearings.
That's right. That's
Sure.
right.
That are
The
gonna
congressional
happen.
hearings that'll be in our Facebook group of just everyone yelling about it. How did Discovery win so much?
So,
All right.
and I would just like to say thank you to my wife for her vote. I also want to thank her
For
for
vote
this
of
t-shirt.
confidence.
Des got me
Yeah.
this t-shirt. So
Nice.
I'm wearing a Ritos t-shirt.
I like it.
Yeah.
On the 14th day of Christmas, Star Trek gave to me Strongbird winning an award and the NC-17D.
Nice.
I love it. I love it.
Amazing. All right. Well, we should get to our next topic, the predictions. So let's play together.
Fun will now commence.
All right. So our next main topic is the predictions for the Section 31 TV movie. This was really hard to come up with. We don't really know much about this movie. So predictions for us, like we typically do. it's going to be likely or unlikely for these topics. We'll go through them one at a time and ask you guys. So we'll just go through them. Likely or unlikely, it's better than Discovery. Is the first one. Yeah.
It's going to be the
It's tough to
same.
say.
It's a Discovery sequel.
Yeah.
So I'll say it's going to be better, just because. I mean, I don't know, sound like a jerk, but it can't be worse.
Yeah. I think also because it's only 2 hours as opposed to 5 seasons.
Yeah.
I will say likely it's better.
Okay.
I'm going to say unlikely.
Okay. Is that what your strong beard is telling you?
Yep.
All right.
It's tingling. It's tingling.
Okay, it's tingling. All right. The next one. There is a Strange New Worlds reference.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to go likely on that one. Not a Discovery reference, a Strange New Worlds reference.
I'm going to say unlikely.
Okay. I think they made just like real quick, like, oh, Pike is currently doing this or something like that, or oh, we just fought the Gorn. So I'm gonna go likely. A new character goes on to the Starfleet Academy show. So like they introduce a character on Section 31 that either is a guest star, maybe a reoccurring character, or actually part of the cast joins Starfleet Academy.
I'm going
to say unlikely, because that show takes place hundreds of years in the future from here.
Right, but my thought was they use the Guardian of Forever to move her from Discovery, right? So they can clearly time travel around.
I love how you automatically assume that it's a female character because you've watched Star Trek in the last 10 years.
That's right. That's right.
See, also, Dan, you're thinking like a good writer, and I think the showrunners are thinking like good propaganda people. They're like, oh,
Okay.
let's
Yeah.
let's advertise our new show in our new movie.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So are you saying likely or unlikely?
Yeah, I'm saying likely.
Okay.
I could see them introducing a concept that we later see again in the Academy show.
Okay.
Like if you look at Trek of the past, so Deep Space Nine, they were developing Deep Space Nine, and they were like, hey, that Trill episode that we did on TNG 2 years ago, that was interesting. Let's do a Trill character. Okay.
Right.
So I could see them introducing maybe a race or something that we've never seen before, and then suddenly there's one of them on the new show. But like the same character moving through time, no, I don't. Okay. I don't think so.
I'm gonna go likely, just because I can see them doing it. All right, our next one. There's an end or mid-credit scene. Doesn't have to tease anything specific, and just could just be something funny or silly. But there's an end or
I'm going to say unlikely.
Scene.
Yeah, I'm going to say likely.
So Scott's unlikely. Dan's likely.
They want so bad for this to be some sort of shared universe MCU type thing. That I don't think they can help themselves.
That's kind of where I'm at with it. It could be something just so dumb. So I'm going to go likely. All right. Next prediction. Giorgio dies. Likely or unlikely?
Well, there's two schools of thought. Number one, I don't think they would want to get rid of that character just for future, future. But at the same time, I think that they might have to say adios to Michelle Yeoh just because she's kind of moving on to bigger and better things. So
that's kind of where I'm at with it. That's why I put it in there.
I think they're going to play it safe, and I'm going to say unlikely.
Okay. Dan, likely or likely Giorgio dies?
I think it's unlikely.
Okay. I think it really depends on what kind of conversations they've had behind the scenes, right? And if she's if she's left the door open saying, yeah, if I got time, I'll come back. Even if it's just a guest starring on the show, then they would keep her character. But
Right.
I'm gonna go with likely. They might do it. Yeah. Crouching Tiger. Crouching Hidden Tiger never dies. Unlikely. Yeah. I'm gonna go likely just to try it. All right. Next one. The movie centers around a mystery. Likely or unlikely? Because we don't know the plot. So,
Likely.
yeah.
Likely.
Yeah. I also believe that it will be a mystery-based film. All right. Next one. Likely or unlikely, Ash Tyler returns. Doesn't have to be a main character. He could just pop up.
Yeah, I think that's likely.
Okay.
Yeah, for Dan's sake, I'm going to say that's likely.
Okay. I also think it's pretty likely.
Is that your first? That's your second favorite character, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love
the
'em.
the next one, the Disco Klingons return. The Discovery
God.
design.
Unlikely.
Unlikely.
I think it's likely. I mean, I think this is Section 31. They're going to be showing the underworld. You can't do that without a few Nausicaans and Klingons slinking around in the back in the background. So
they tend to double down when people kind of bitch and moan about stuff. So I'm going to say likely. All right, next one. Michael Burnham returns. This can be a small cameo. This can be a flashback.
Yeah,
somehow
I'm going to say it's likely that she will be in some sort of flashback.
Okay. Scott, likely or unlikely? Michael Burnham.
I'm going to say unlikely because her story was told.
Okay. I think they can't help themselves. I think likely there will be a flashback.
Yep.
Yeah. Or even she just pops up in a scene or somewhere. Last one. It's actually pretty good. Likely or unlikely?
I'm going to say unlikely. I'm sorry, but I think it's going to be I think it's going to be awful. I think it's going to be an absolute train wreck.
Yeah.
Going with my theme of cynicism for this movie, I say that's unlikely.
That it's good? Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I lose this. I really do.
Yeah. I think because it's only 2 hours, because they're going to have to rush through their plot, it's going to force them to get rid of a lot of the fluff and not a lot of they'll still have their little heart-to-heart conversations that they love to have, but it'll be greatly reduced. So I think it might surprise us. I don't think it'll be amazing, but I think we'll walk away and be like, yeah, all right, it was fine.
And when does this come out?
Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. Alejandro responding to the Klingons. No, keep them out. I prefer the Dura sisters with their peekaboo boob window.
Nice.
Daniel, you have a pattern. What's my pattern? Is it all likely? Oh, yeah, I'm all likely.
Wow.
Wow, I did not even see that. That's funny. Huh. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I want this to be good. We all want this to be good.
Yeah.
I'm not holding my breath. I'll watch it. I'll be excited to watch it, and I will sit down with either my popcorn or my chips and salsa, and
with your fabulous beard.
That's with my fabulous beard. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. And
award-winning beard.
Award-winning beard. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Dan, you've got a nice beard too.
That's right.
I cut it the other day during all the sickness because it was just ridiculous. But
hey, it looks good. It looks good.
oh,
You got a
shut
good
up.
beard, buddy. You got a good beard.
I thought you were gonna do the real contest, and you're like, that's nice for you.
Yeah.
I did ask in a bunch of social media groups, what are your predictions for Section 31? We had a few. A lot of them were, it ranged the gamut for I can't wait, I'm gonna love this thing, to oh my god, this thing looks awful. There was very few in the middle, very few actual predictions. One I thought was funny is Action Saru will pop up. So, and he'll come in and be all John Wick. So that was pretty great. But Askinite 97 had a great one. His prediction is that it will be hornier than Kirk could ever imagine.
Well, there's gonna be a young Giorgio in this, and so there's been talk that it might. Yeah, there's gonna be a young actress is playing a young Giorgio, and so there's been talk online that this might be an origin story for her. And
I did not hear that anywhere.
Yeah.
All right, but that would take place in the Mirror Universe.
It would have to. I mean, that could be her thinking about it, like a flashback.
Could be. Yeah, it could be.
It's gonna be so off. It's gonna be awful.
Yeah,
it's gonna be awful.
It worries me that they're not. I mean, they've had some interviews, but not really. And then the interviews we've had with some of the stars of it have all said, like, we hope people like it, and like they know something's up.
It's gonna be awful.
Yeah. We're gonna be raging. Next
I
week
would probably rather watch Rom rearrange the stockroom at Quark's for an hour and a half.
It would be entertaining
than this.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I will do what I always do. I will go in with an open mind.
Yeah.
But if they came out tomorrow and said, you know what, we're taking this as a tax write-off, we're gonna lock it in the vault, nobody's ever gonna see it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care.
You'd be fine with that.
I'd be fine with it.
Well, my other question is, is this going to do anything to further the overall Star Trek story?
Not a thing.
Yeah, it's going to be a one-off, and it's not going to do anything to. It's not going to leave a legacy.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what's funny is I read a article today. It was I think it was one of the nerdy movie film blogs, and they talked about why does it feel like Star Trek is dying. And this is like not a Star Trek group writing this. It's just whatever. And one of the things they pointed out is they keep disappointing their fans.
Yeah.
And it was like in the article, it says like you look online, the Star Trek people don't want it, and they keep giving people the shows they don't want when the fans are pretty vocal about the shows they actually want.
Yeah.
And they just refuse. It's very similar to what's been going on with Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's interesting that both sides of that are kind of dealing with that. So.
And here's the thing. So I canceled my Disney Plus after like 2 or 3 episodes of The Acolyte.
Yeah,
I was like, this is garbage. I'm not not paying for this. Maybe I'll go back and watch it at some other point. But they don't have Nielsen ratings. All they can look at is when did people subscribe?
Yeah.
And when did people cancel? And how does that compare to what they watch when they're here? So, when the algorithm looks at my Disney Plus account, they will see the amount of Star Wars and Marvel that I've watched and rewatched over the years. Yeah. And then they will see that I canceled halfway through a brand new Star Wars show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I never went back. So
Yeah.
there's this other, what's this other Star Wars show that's on right now that's kind of geared towards
Skeleton Crew.
Yeah,
Skeleton Crew.
I don't know anything about it, but I've heard
I watched the first episode and haven't watched anything else.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard it's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. I watched it. It was good.
Okay. I'll finish it.
But I didn't go back.
Yeah.
It wasn't The Mandalorian.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. What's going on with that? That show is fantastic. And we're like, when was the last season? Like 3 years ago?
Yeah.
What do they do? What are they doing?
They're making a movie.
Where is it?
It's going to be in theaters. They're shooting it now.
When?
When? Oh, I don't know when the release date is, but I know
when you
they're
have a
shooting
series. When you have a series, you put out a season a year.
Yeah.
And if you don't, people fall off.
Yeah.
lose
Dan, I'm going to
interest.
need you to calm down. You just got over being sick. Somebody get you a baby aspirin. You just lost the beer
baby
competition.
aspirin.
Baby, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
for his heart,
Okay.
And
You know what? Siri, how long does it take to get to Kalamazoo?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. No, I completely understand what Dan's saying. It's the same old theme from Star Trek all over again.
Yeah.
Give the people what they want, not all this watered down crap.
Yeah.
You know, we want more Mandalorian, and they're giving us Skeleton Crew. I mean, I guess Skeleton Crew is good, but they're giving us the Acolyte. No,
Yeah.
give us more Mandalorian.
And 3 more Rey movies.
Yeah, because everybody's asking for that.
What are they? Oh my god!
Yeah.
Just I give up.
It's only a matter of time until they reboot the original trilogy. And we get a
Oh.
whole new, yeah. It'll happen.
We should ask
Eventually.
AI who should
Here's
cast
the
those
thing:
characters.
if they're willing to reboot the original trilogy,
Yeah.
which basically means wipe the original trilogy from canon,
Uh-huh.
then you can just wipe those 3 movies from
Yeah.
canon. What's the difference?
Yeah, I want to see AI recast or fans recast the original trilogy. My personal get for Yoda would be Danny DeVito.
Do you say this is the strongest spirit in the show?
Yes, of course I do.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You use your beard authority. Great.
Now I don't like to use my beard authority, but I
No.
will if I have to.
The hair authority? I don't know. What would we call it?
Dan's just shaking his head. Hey,
Isadamas?
Dan, you didn't want it enough. That was your problem.
Wow. Wow.
All right. Okay. All right.
Oh, man.
I was always going to win, and if I didn't win, then somebody cheated.
Did you win because somebody cheated?
No,
Absolutely, he
of course
did.
not.
No, he
of course
won
not.
because
I don't know-
several people cheated.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's go back to this.
There's been no proof.
Well, we do have one bit of proof. The "you're welcome" from your wife.
Yep. Yep.
Just saying. Look at
That's
him lean
fine.
back. Look at him. He's like, at last, my master plan has been into fruition.
Yep. That's fine. You sit on a throne of lies.
Thanks for your vote, honey.
There can only be one, like the Highlander. Wow.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's get to feedback before.
Oh boy.
Listener feedback.
Listener feedback.
Yeah, we got a lot of feedback on these predictions, and just I posted them in a lot of the Facebook groups and all the Star Trek Facebook groups. So like my notifications right now are just insane. Even as we're doing the show, it's just ding 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 ding. But one of the other pretty great ones was that there will be no sex or nudity, and another one was that Sloane will show up. So that could be interesting. I mean, I interviewed that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and he flat out said like, no, I'm not going to be in it. So I don't think he was lying. So
Yeah, those kinds of things could be misdirects, but putting them in there, that would involve CGI, whatever, and
de-aging or yeah. All right.
So Robbie Schweitzer, who I went to high school with, said it will insult my intelligence and further damage the Trek brand.
There you go.
I think that encapsulates. Yeah.
All right, we got Chazbiz on the line, so let's bring him in. There he is, Chazbiz.
Hello.
How you doing?
What's up?
What do you think of the voting and the predictions?
I think Pennsylvania and Arizona need a recount right now.
That's right.
I know they're still trying to decide the vote in Arizona.
Well, it sounds like a lot of the problems
counties
came
are
from
finished.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we know how Michigan plays. So
That's right. That's right.
So
So
they're still counting in Nevada.
That's right.
And,
They're still getting Nevada.
I know why, because for 200 years, anyone who could count was asked to leave.
That's right. They ran out of fingers and toes to count.
yeah. Well, Chad voted 10 times in the basement. So
That's right.
it's
He had to.
Yeah, we forced him
If
to.
you want your lotion tonight,
That's right.
you're gonna have to vote.
Wow.
Poor Chad.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then all his children at gunpoint. You better vote for me now.
Those poor kids.
Uh,
Those poor kids.
Yeah. You better watch out,
he's
guys.
well treated. He's well treated.
I foresee 10 years from now, Trekcast will be Desiree and his 2 boys.
That's right. It's possible. It's just the Bowders family show.
Maybe Scott Cast then.
Yeah.
My takeover game is longer than Palpatine's.
Oh, the cover up has begun. Just to clear things up, Scott really had no idea. Like I said, we'll be posting the results in the group. People can determine from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many times do you vote, Dan?
I did not vote.
Oh,
Wow.
I left it up to the people,
That's
Such a
right.
humble man.
or at least I thought I did.
Dan, a humble man.
Yeah, you
I
did.
left it up to the people. I left it
And the
up
people
to the
spoke.
Russian and Chinese people.
Yes. The CCP, they're all involved. So
That's
Yep.
right.
you just gotta watch out.
I think I voted on my phone and on my desktop, and that was it.
Yeah.
The first one was just to test it to make sure it was working.
Okay.
Yeah, you always have to have the dry run on anything.
Yeah.
Well, it's so funny how it was on the website. Like you see it, it's like, well, where is it? And it's like, oh, it's on the very top here.
Yeah. It's right there.
Yeah,
So-
it's like right there. Because I scrolled down when I first got on the website, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it was right there. So.
Yeah. So. What do you think of Section 31? Are you excited for it? What are your thoughts?
It's gonna be a thing. I mean, they had
It'll
to pay.
be a thing.
Yeah, they paid.
It'll be a show.
Yeah. Michelle Yeoh made her money. She made $12 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that what she was paid for that movie?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yes, they paid her
Was she?
$12 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah. That's why.
Yeah, I'd come do a crappy show too then.
The thing is when you look at these streaming shows, they're
Yeah.
all going to go bankrupt because they're spending way too much money on these projects and they're not making anything. Because look at okay, what was it the Willow show on Disney Plus? They spent $170 million on that show, and
Yeah.
it's completely scrubbed from Disney Plus. You can't see it anything.
Oh, you can't even see it now. Yeah.
No,
See, until you mentioned it, I had forgotten that it came out. So
Yeah.
you know.
It was on there, so it was about $20 million an episode, and nobody talks about it. Nobody remembers it, and it's not even on the.
Hopefully, Warwick Davis got that money up front.
Yeah, he
Well,
did.
the sad thing, I don't think they got paid. I think they just spent it all on CG or whatever. So,
Yeah.
Sad.
and-
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, these giant projects aren't paying off, and Skeleton Crew had very low numbers too.
Yeah, it had the lowest numbers of any Star Trek or any Star Wars
Yeah,
premiere.
Acolyte just killed Star Wars. It really
Yeah.
did. It hurt it so bad that people
Yeah.
are like, I don't know. They almost need to take Star Wars and set it aside for a couple years and then rebrand it.
Yeah.
Like, do
Well,
something.
you look at even like in the box office at films, they're learning that maybe these giant mega budgets just aren't sustainable anymore.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like that Robbie Williams movie they made, The Better
Yeah.
Man.
That thing was like $120 million.
Yeah.
Made $1 million in the US.
It's an excellent movie.
Is it? I haven't seen it.
I watched it last week. It's an excellent movie.
Okay.
What is
And like, he looks like a monkey through the whole movie. It's about
Monkey
Robbie
movie?
Williams. Yeah.
It's a biopic, but they decided instead of having the guy in it, they put a monkey.
Yeah. So he's
Which
like
all
a
of that
CG
sounds ridiculous.
It sounds ridiculous, but it totally works when you watch the movie because, he's like the dancing monkey,
I don't
Right.
know anything about this.
Yeah.
I don't either.
If you see the previews, it looks awful, but it's probably one of the best movies I've seen. So,
Okay.
and that's the sad thing is like, it's the previews are awful. Great movie.
See, the fact that you said dancing monkey, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I'd never had put that together.
Yeah.
They needed just one line in the trailer to say that.
Yeah. And it's a funny movie. It's
Yeah.
directed well. Great.
Yeah.
But it bombed. And Paramount, I think they spent $25 million. Like they produced it. And
They paid to distribute it in the US.
Yeah, and they paid $25 million to distribute it, and it totally like tanked.
Yeah,
so
because they don't get that all that 1 million. They get like a quarter of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah.
It might be on
So
Paramount Plus soon. So
yeah, it will be in Paramount Plus soon. So
just
that
watch
Sonic 3.
And Sonic 3.
Oh.
Well, Sonic 3 made money because it's
yeah, it's still
it's a
making
good
money.
IP.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Sonic 1 was the worst movie, third worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Well,
really?
Because it's not for you. That's why.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's why it makes money. I have zero interest in those movies.
Mhm.
I've seen every one of them in the theater because my son loves them.
Right.
That's it. That's the whole
it.
thing.
Yeah.
That's the
And,
whole
and
thing.
Jim Carrey makes the movies. So
Yeah.
Well,
it's
see
like,
that.
his parts are the best parts. So
I get what you're saying. It's not for me. However, I did play Sonic the Hedgehog. I am familiar with these characters. I do know who Jim Carrey is, and I'm a big fan of Jim Carrey. So it's not like I'm like, I'm not my grandfather walking into a Star Trek movie going, what's this? I dig these characters. I understand them. It's just, God, can anybody say that there was good writing done on Sonic the Hedgehog 1?
I cried. Yes.
It doesn't matter. Let me put it to you this way. I don't remember a single thing that happened in that.
Neither do I.
I remember buying 2 tickets for it, and
Yeah.
that's all Paramount gives a shit about.
Yeah.
and James Marsden's in there.
So
Yep.
as you guys know,
There's
I've been
Cyclops.
Cyclops.
as you guys know, I've been getting back into writing, right? And all the screenwriting groups are in a huff right now because it was announced by Netflix that they are going to tell their writers to now have the characters announce what they are doing in shows and in movies, because what they want is you can watch the thing while you're scrolling on your phone. So you don't have to pay attention to what's going on. So a character will just yell, "We're going to go fight this guy now," or "We're off to the wedding," or the things they are doing, right?
Wizard.
Yeah. But
So-
continually.
We
So
are
you can
going
follow
to
along without watching.
fornicate now.
So
okay.
I've mentioned this before, that when I watch TNG or I watch Deep Space Nine or I watch Voyager, I don't have to actually watch the screen. I can be doing something else because I've seen those episodes so many times that it's playing in my head, and it's like I'm listening to an audiobook. So what they're attempting to do is create that situation, except a show that you've never seen before.
So
Exactly.
basically, I bet in the future, instead of having screen time, they'll have it like listening, like while you're in the car.
You could.
Well,
Well, they make those. I know they have it for Daredevil, and a lot of the more modern shows have this, where it's an audio track for the
blind.
Yeah, for the blind, and it's
Descriptive
describing
audio.
what's going. Yeah, descriptive audio. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, oh, Matt looks sad as he looks upon the floor.
Now they're just going to incorporate that into the show itself.
Yeah. Yeah. So congratulations, we're back to audio plays.
So we've gotten away from show me, it's just tell me.
So TV didn't kill the radio star. The
It brought back the radio plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's
like the Netflix model is they don't care about the movie theaters. They don't care about any.
Well,
of
they
that.
don't care about any of that. It's not the art. It's the algorithm.
So what are they going to do with WWE? Are they going to have to describe what they're doing on there too?
I mean, that's what the announcers do.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit you with a chair now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I actually watched that the other night when they premiered it.
That's right.
And I haven't watched that since '99.
Yeah, it was glorious.
Yeah. I was like, wow, Rock looks old now. So
Rock does look old. Dan's about to leave. So
yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah. All right. Well, we should be wrapping it up once we get to the wrestling talk.
Could I bring up one more thing from Section 31?
No,
Okay,
you've said enough.
Okay. All right. Well, good show, everybody. See you next week. I was just going through the cast list, and other than Michelle Yeoh, I don't really. Sort of recognize
they
one or
spent
two.
all their money on Michelle Yeoh. That's why they can afford to cast.
Right. But
she won the Oscar.
Two of the couple of the characters that stood out. There is somebody who's playing a young Giorgio. I'm not going to butcher her last. I'm going to try. Miku Martino.
Full screen on Scott. Yeah, his head's not big enough. Make it bigger.
And there is a Casey Roll who's playing Rachel Garrett.
Yeah.
So, hi everybody. I'm looking. That's the one.
Too. Did you see that?
I'm trying to push my chest out. I'm showing off my T-shirt. What, you like the T-shirt? Well, there. Oh, hold on.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
This is the It's the Doritos T-shirt for everybody who can't see. It's the T-shirt that I think they wear on lower decks as their workout gear.
Yeah.
Actually, it says Doritos, but the D and the
O. Is that what it is?
It's too small for him.
Gotcha.
Electrical tape.
I understand you're bitter. I get it.
Wow.
Yeah. You know the.
Some people just don't like to see other people succeed.
Family loves me. So
Rachel Garrett, I'm looking forward to seeing how they make that connection.
Yeah.
Because Rachel Garrett, even a younger Rachel Garrett, would be in the early 2300s, right?
I can't wait for them to meet up with Rocket Raccoon.
So
okay. What time period is this going to take place in?
Oh, your guess is as good as everybody else's.
I think it's going to be all of them.
2300. I'm like, okay, so I don't know.
That's
the thing with modern Star Trek is what date is this? Like, what year does this take place in?
Because Giorgio is a woman from two different universes and at least
timelines.
2 or 3 different timelines.
Yeah.
Because younger Giorgio would be what? Because this is before Pike, so she did younger than 20 years.
So we are going to see the mirror universe because
on Dax or something, or one of the Daxes.
Maybe. Yeah, but that'd be cool and something that the audience would want. So they're not going to do that. That's what I based most of my predictions on.
Okay.
Is this cool and does the audience want it?
Or you just go likely all the way down.
Or you just go likely all the way down. Yeah.
Like she could meet Dax in passing, not really see, Dax not being in the show because nobody knows about Section 31.
I mean, there might be a thing where she goes, I knew a Trill once named Dax, and he or she or whatever was, a gymnast or.
Yeah.
Oh, so somebody put in
in
one of the Facebook groups, for the predictions, and they put the clip from Rocky 3 of Mr. T. Pain. That's their prediction.
This comes out Thursday or Friday?
Friday, I believe.
Okay.
Friday.
Well,
So,
I will. I'll make a date of it, and
Get
I
your
will sit down
chips,
and watch
get your
it.
popcorn.
Will
be
there
ready.
be a show next week?
We might be too angry to have a show.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Stay
think
tuned.
there's gonna be a show next week, and I think it's gonna be
It's just
an
Dan
angry session.
nodding along. Now, Dan, will you watch this show, or will this be in the background?
No, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna sit down and
I'm
watch
gonna
it.
watch it.
Yeah.
I'll be playing
and I'm
on my
gonna
phone.
like I always do. I will give it a chance.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm justified in my disappointment.
Yeah.
So.
The thing I'm looking forward to the most, I'm looking forward to Dan's rants more than I'm looking forward to Section 31.
Yes.
That's what I'm looking forward to as well.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that.
You know what? Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe it'll be excellent.
Yeah. Could be
That's
amazing.
the hope.
Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe I'll be excellent. Maybe Scott legitimately won this award. I mean, anything can happen.
Just like Discovery
All things
sweeped
are
all of our
possible.
awards.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
like just
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Single
Yeah.
one of those.
Well, it
awards.
happened.
The
I can
puzzle
tell you what I voted for, and it certainly wasn't that.
Well, it
All
was
right.
it was this. So
Yeah.
I
it's
mean,
like, that was number one. It was
Uh-huh.
like, where's the beer? Mine.
hey, when presidents go to vote, they can vote for themselves.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
I'm just saying.
All right.
Next week he's gonna have like golden hair and a tie and an orange spray tan.
The biggest beer.
You want me to dress up for one of these shows? I'll dress up for one of these shows. I'll wear a shirt and
okay.
tie and a sport
God,
jacket.
don't put ideas in his head.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
God, he's gonna have like a top hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monocle, handlebar
Yes.
mustache. Oh boy.
It was like in Step Brothers when they dress up for the job interview or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like that.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's
All
a
right.
premiere. People dress up for premieres, right?
That's right. That's right.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
You
Awesome.
asked for it.
Perfect. All right. Well, thanks everybody
Thanks,
for listening.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Jazzbiz.
Yeah, thanks,
guys.
Thanks.
Thanks for the
All right,
ideas,
guys.
huh?
Well, thanks everybody for
I'm
watching.
out.
Hey, don't forget
everyone.
to check out all of our social media. You can check us
Yeah.
out on Facebook, YouTube, not
Not
TikTok
TikTok
anymore. Twitter, Instagram, and all that.
Yeah.
Follow us and subscribe. And don't forget to give us have we gotten a voicemail?
No.
I want to call out all of our listeners. I'm calling you all out right now.
With your beard authority.
With my beard authority, I'm requesting and requiring somebody to call
Leave us a voicemail what you think
570.
Yeah.
Yeah, call 570-661-0001 and leave a voicemail. That is your
Desiree's
mission.
dialing right now. Desiree's in the kitchen dialing.
So
right
the
now.
number is 570-661-0001. Leave us a voicemail. We want to hear from you.
Sounds good. All right. Thanks,
All right.
everybody. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
See ya.
This is Captain Benjamin Sisko of Deep Space Nine and Space God to the Bajorans. I have a mission for you. This falls outside of Starfleet guidelines, so I can't order you, but I'm asking for volunteers. Volunteers who will subscribe to the Trekcast YouTube channel, leave 5-star reviews on your podcast app of choice, and share Trekcast across your social media accounts. If we can make our audience bigger, we might have a chance against the Dominion. Are you ready? Subscribe, like, and share. Are you with me?